Woodstock Fruit Festival, we'll see you there, August 20th, 28th, 2012. Here's a good question, Harley. If this lifestyle, if this banana bending lifestyle, kiwi fruit crunching lifestyle, this is scraps off Durianrider's floor, that could be a video series in itself. The fruit scraps from Durianrider's floor. There's all sorts of stuff around here. The good thing about fruit scraps is they just dry up. Got some kiwi fruit here from the Woolworths here. And the funny thing is, I'm really digressing from the topic, but anyway, well, 29th of June is the use-by date, which is only a few days away, yet these little bad boys, aren't they cute little spikies? These little bad boys are like a week away from being ripe. So all these ones in the shop will get slapped in the bin in a couple of days' time before they're even ripe. That's the world we live in, unfortunately. And so anyways, I digress. If this lifestyle was so natural and so good for you, Harley, how come it's so fucking hard? That's a good question. If having children was so natural, how come it's so difficult? How come only a few parents around the world, a handful of select parents, can actually raise children properly? How come only a few can do it if having children was so natural, which it is? But how come it's so hard? Often in society we have this mentality, if something's difficult, then it's not good. It's not how it should be. You know, like, we live in this comfort world. Like, I have a problem with my MacBook if it's like 30 seconds slower to turn itself off. I'm like, oh, that's not good enough. You know, it's like, relax and chill. But we have this comfort world where we confuse resistance with something that's bad. Like, don't walk up the stairs, take the elevator. You know, doesn't your car have power steering? You know, things like that. Is, you know, like, there's so few people in the world who are living healthfully. But that's our natural state. Do people get what I'm getting at? We're meant to be slim. We're meant to be healthy. But it's hard to do that in today's society. Does that make sense? People getting this. Fitness is a natural attribute of the human body. Fitness is natural, yeah? But it's hard to be fit in today's world. So does that make fitness bad? Like, if you're into fitness, you're going to have constant resistance from rednecks. You rednecks in your family, rednecks on your street, rednecks that drive past you. Get off the fucking road, you cyclist fuckhead. You exercising, you training again, you always train, you're obsessed. You're like, got another pair of running shoes, they cost $200. You should only have a $10 pair of flip-flops from the Salvation store. You know, like, you got constant resistance all the time. You know, just, you ride your bike to work, what are you, some sort of hippie wanted? You're trying to save the planet? Yes, I am. It's constant resistance. When you do the fruit lifestyle, the vegan lifestyle, it's constant resistance. 400-pound people that couldn't keep up with you for 20 metres in the shopping aisle to ask you, where do you get your protein from? You know, you got constant resistance. It's, whenever you step out of the box, it's constant resistance. But it's a good thing. See it as a good thing. When you're lifting heavy weights, if you want big muscles, you've got to go against resistance. If you want big heart and big lungs from cardio, you've got to go up the big hills and push against resistance. That's just how it is. And if you're finding everything too easy, then chances are you're getting swept in the current downstream off fucking Niagara Falls. And I can smell what you're about to step in. So I hope that makes sense. If this lifestyle is so hard, then we shouldn't be doing it. We shouldn't be doing it. Well, that's like the fat people saying, well, exercise is too hard, so I'm not going to be fit. Activity's just too hard, I'm not going to be fit. Running's too difficult. That's a good one. Running's too difficult, Harley. That means running's not natural. This vegan lifestyle's too difficult, Harley. It means it's not natural. Having children that are contributing to the planet is too hard, Harley, so it means it's not natural. Having an organic fruit garden is too hard, so it means it's not natural. Can you see the pattern going on here? Going to bed early is too hard, so it means it's not natural. You're meant to stay up late on Facebook typing shit or trolling or watching CSI, fucking whatever the fuck that stands for. What is CSI? People always tell me, you watched CSI last week? I'm like, what is CSI? Is it a TV show? Is it Justin Bieber singing? I don't know what it is, but we understand we've got constant resistance in society. You know, we've all been brought up with all this meat and dairy industry dogma propaganda. Where do you get your protein from? What about that? Blah, 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 blah. Just people vomiting nonsense all over you at the supermarket. You eat fruit, blah! You know, like, you're a vegan, blah, 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 blah! Just constant nonsense. So, of course, for the newbie, it can be very challenging. For people like myself who thrive, who are, you know, are funded by trolls, I enjoy the challenge. It's like riding my bike up a hill. It's like, bring it on. Or fitness, awesome. You know, extra publicity, awesome. But for a newbie, when I first started cycling, I remember cycling up my first ever hill, my legs felt like they were about to drop off. And I got to my friend Travis's house back in 1994, I think it was. His street was Longview Street, and it was a pretty good hill back then. Now, I could ride up that hill with no hands, but back then, when I was 16, 17 or 18, I can't remember how old I was, it was just absolute terror. And I got there and I just collapsed on his bed and I'm like, oh my god. And his mum's like, are you okay, Helen? And so yeah, I was right up the street. She was right up the street, oh my god, like, oh, that's just full on, you know, and just caring, you know, wanted to help me. But we live in society that everything's all about comfort, and comfort's good, but you don't have comfort at the expense of your health. Does that make sense? Because you can sit down in a comfortable bed the rest of your life and get bed sores and rigor mortis. Do you understand? Does that make sense? That you want to have a bit of discomfort. You want to be comfortably uncomfortable. Does that make sense? You want to be comfortably uncomfortable. That's the interesting phrase. Comfortably uncomfortable. Does that make sense? If not, post down below. That's just how it is. You're going to have resistance. So get used to resistance. Resistance in the right direction will make you stronger. Remember that. Resistance against the status quo, good. So remember that. Whenever you're faced with some doubt, seek Mother Nature as an example. Go, well, you know, the animals are going a bit early. The animals are eating well. The animals are active. I must be on the right thing. So if you get questions like this, where do you get your protein from? Isn't that how many carbohydrates want to make you fat? What, is he a vegan? Was that a religious cult? If you're getting questions like that, you know you're on the right track. Build the resistance. Let resistance from the status quo build your emotional muscle. That's an interesting one as well. Let the resistance from the status quo build your emotional muscle to become the person you've always wanted to become. Because what you want, man, is here now. Because like I said in the other video, everything you need is on the other side of fear. So go through that, push through the resistance, become a stronger person from it, and just seek support from people who are on the path as well. You know, there's a lot of our forum, 30 Bananas a Day, man, and there's plenty of good books. I mean, this is a good book, Extinction, man, John McCabe, you know. So just surround yourself, saturate yourself with support in this lifestyle, and avoid getting caught up with trolls and shills and scum of the earth on certain forums and whatever. Because these people are just a waste of time. And yes, you know, I benefit from them because they spread my word around and stuff like that. But if you're all not used to it yet, then it can be a bit much and it can overwhelm you. So leave all the trolls and stuff up to me. That's my breakfast. I have a big bowl of troll cereal every morning. I just, on the keyboard, just troll, troll, troll. I get my protein from trolls. Thanks for watching. Post your comments and questions down below. Want to learn more? Hit the cult button, join our cult. Our cult is lovely. We embrace new members. Our cult is full of loving, warm people. Join the cult, please. Thanks for watching.